Kamajoba. Well, that is like hello in Georgian. Hey guys, Monday motivation coming all the way from Georgia here in Europe, as you can see, in Tbilisi airport. This is the capital city of Georgia. So I just quickly want to, just before I board my flight, I just quickly want to make you guys a good motivational video this morning. Now, for your Monday morning, I'd like to talk about quickly the mindset of the most successful people. You know, after you've been in a conference with high performers, people who are successful, we start to discuss these things, and I thought I'm so compelled, like, let me just share with you this Monday. Okay, the 9 mindsets of successful people that I'm going to discuss with you. First of all, one of the things, let me start by this quote, by Henry Ford. He said, whether you think you can or you can't, you are right anyway. That is the first thing. So one of the first things is that whatever that you believe is what will actually transpire in your life. So that is very, very important that we watch our mindsets, things that we think, because we become exactly what we think and believe. Okay, so that is the first mindset. The second mindset with the most successful people is growth mindset. Always growing and learning. You never stop. The moment you say you know it all, you are just so wrong, and that's when your brain stops learning. But when you are curious, you say every time, it's like, isn't that interesting? And you ask questions like why? That is when you grow. Now, the other one is that most successful people, if you look at them, are people who don't complain. You fix things. Problems come, it's a problem, you want to come up with a solution. You want to fix it because you don't want to get stuck in things. You want to move on. That is the next mindset. The other mindset is where risk is concerned. Listen, they say, no risk, no gain. But if you do not take risks, you are not going to get anything out of it, okay? And then the other mindset is that you need to set clear goals every day. Your brain can only operate by following a certain direction, and goals are the direction which you are going to. So you need to set these goals in order for your brain to actually follow and cooperate with you going forward. And when things get tough, successful people, you remain strong. Because listen, some things are just not gonna, if you think, listen, a lot of people think that when you are crying will solve anything and everything. It is not like that. It probably won't. If you want to be successful, whether it's tough, whether it's raining, whether it's hot, it's sunny, you find your way out of that weather and you get where you're going. And this is how successful people actually operate. Now, the other point I want to bring as well is that I talked about learning. Another point is that you find mentors, people who know better than you. That's the easiest thing ever, that when you don't know, you can always speak up, take a phone call, or however you go about it. You need to find mentors, people who are better than you, who know better than you, that you actually can call upon, and they will actually help you when you need help. Now, also making a health top priority. Have you seen a lot of people nowadays quite healthy? Either they are healthy looking or they live a healthy life, even if sometimes they are not, But exercise is important. How you eat is important, because we talk about health is wealth, right? Now, the other very, very important quality of the most successful people, you become successful because of something we call integrity. What does that mean? Very reliable. Your word is your honor. What you say is what you do. What you promise people is what you do. If you take people's money, you return it back. If you don't, you still communicate with people, you still let them know that I could have done this, but I couldn't. That's how, that honor, that reliability. The moment people can describe you as the most reliable person, then you must know you've got integrity, and it's one of the qualities of the most successful people. Last but not least, there is something that we call attitude of gratitude. The most successful people are the most grateful people. We always think that poor people have manners, and when they say thank you, wait until these people have things. That's when the true you comes out. You may find somebody thought was polite. They were not polite, they were hungry. You understand? So, and this is what I've seen. When somebody who needs nothing from you can give you respect and honor, and they want nothing from you, and they are wealthy and rich, that's true respect right there. And I always say, do not trust hungry as anything that comes from a hungry stomach, because it comes out of desperation. So that's why I always say, with what I've done, where I've traveled, I've met wealthy people. I'm in rooms with really wealthy, rich people. They have manners. Here's another thing that I'll tell you. Book yourself into a 5-star hotel that normally has got lesser room, is more expensive, not everyone can afford it. You will see one common thing that happens in this hotel is that people in there greet one another. Not because they want anything from one another, because it's good manners. Really wealthy people have got manners and they want nothing. It's true, genuine manners. I don't trust manners from a hungry stomach or from hungry people. Sometimes it's genuine, but most of the time you find that it actually is not genuine, because these people will only respect you for as far as they can use you. You understand? So now, to conclude my discussion here, wealthy people, successful people are very grateful because they understand the law of gratitude, attitude of gratitude. The more gratitude you have, the more grateful you are, the more you attract things that give you gratitude. I don't know any wealthy person who cannot say thank you, but I know people who have nothing, the last word they'll say is thank you. Now, I know for sure the moment you lack thank you and you have nothing because you are an ungrateful person. So learn to be grateful. Learn the attitude of gratitude. That's how wealthy and successful people are. Ladies and gentlemen, your Monday motivation all the way from Tbilisi in Georgia, exclusively for EVL students in South Africa and across the world. Thank you very much from Dr. TP in Georgia. Thank you.